We're coming to you from the unceded traditional territory of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations here at Britannia Art Gallery to introduce Stanley Mishkin, one of the artists exhibiting here during the month of August. Stanley, you are a painter of sunsets in Vancouver. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the work that is hanging at Britannia right now.
Yeah, so I conceived the series, a couple of years ago, and maybe 18 months ago, because I find the sunsets here in Vancouver from the sea are absolutely stunning. And I found that when I took photographs of it, it didn't really do it justice. So from those photographs, and also from sketches, and in one case from complete memory, that's in Vancouver Sunset #7, I decided to paint a series. So Sunset Series #1, Vancouver Sunset #1, was originally painted probably about 12 years ago from a photograph off my balcony. That painting was sold. I recreated that painting with a slightly different foreground, and basically it's the same painting over a larger size. That painting shows a very dynamic sky with lots of wind-blown clouds and a cold front that is just moving in to the area. So those big dark clouds with that sort of horseshoe type white shape going around is the edge of the cold front moving in. The Vancouver Sunset #2 was done from a photograph at the same time, and that was painted, I guess, about 13 or 14 or 15 years ago. I can't remember. And that one represents the sky about 20 minutes after the Vancouver Sunset #1. So it's how fast the sky is changing. You know, I mean, the sun was already going down in the first painting, and then 15, 20 minutes, it was practically almost down, and that was the sky you see, very serene and quiet, and I think quite beautiful actually, but totally different from the dynamic sky before. Mm-hmm. So that's those two paintings.
And you wanted to talk about Sunset #4 as well.
So that one, I at the start of the COVID pandemic, I was tripping around and I went to Steveston, and there's the Steveston fishing fleet. It was an okay day. I think it was sometime in March or February, and March or April maybe. And I took some pictures with my little Canon digital camera, and there was nothing spectacular about it. And it was in the daytime. It was around about 5 o'clock in the evening, and then I went off to have something to eat and a drink, and I came back and it was sunset.
And overall, Stanley, when you think about painting sunsets and painting the sky as it's turning from day to night, what is important to you about that?
Oh, in the actual painting, I think you have to realize just how bright the sky is at sunset. And I don't mean just the colors. I mean, the blue in the sky is quite a lot. So that's like the power of the sun. You don't really see the dark nighttime part of the sky until the sun is practically well below the horizon. And that's when it's like dark. Right. Although the city everything is still lit up by the street light and the ambient light of the city anyway, and that's reflected off the clouds in the sky. So that time is pretty light anyway. But for the sake of the city, that would be nighttime. If you look at a painting which I particularly like, is Vancouver Sunset #7. And that is a violet purple sky. and the sun is practically below the horizon in that painting. And I was a passenger in a car many years ago driving down Kingsway at that time of dusk, and it had just been raining and it stopped raining. It was quite a storm. It stopped raining for about 5 minutes, and then the sun was there. And we were driving down at Kingsway in Slocan, where you can see way downtown because it's high on a hill. And the sky was this amazing purple color. Later on, I read that it's a phenomenon where the light is shining at a certain angle, and that the purple spectrum is actually shown. Normally, it's not shown. It's the red, orange, and yellow spectrum that is shown when the sun goes down. But this was at that particular angle, and it was stunning. I mean, I'd never seen that before. And so I just recreated that from memory.
So that was Stanley Mishkin, one of the artists at the Britannia Art Gallery. His work is up from August 3rd to September 2nd down here at 1661 Napier Street in the heart of East Vancouver. Hours of operation are on our website along with a contact form. If you'd like to contact Stanley in person about his work, please do so using that form or his contact information, which is down at the website. We do hope you can come down and see these paintings in person before September 2nd. So thank you, Stanley.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.